Educational Futures. Rethink the Ebacc. First of all, I would like to thank you for allowing me to speak to you today and to present my views on how I believe we should be changing the future of our education system. Let me first remind you of this image from the Conservative Party website, from your manifesto. More money for every child to receive a world-class education. Don't we already have a world-class education system? Finland, Hong Kong and Canada have an average performance of 8 B grades at GCSE. In England, just 38% of secondary schools would meet that threshold. 44% of secondary pupils in the capital reach that target, whereas only 33% in the East Midlands do. Centre Forum's report states that 4 out of 5 disadvantaged secondary students would fail to meet the new world-class benchmark. 4 out of 5. That's 80%. In fact, this study also showed that there are 569 secondary schools where 90% of their disadvantaged students fail to meet the benchmark. 90%. Children from lower socioeconomic backgrounds are much less likely to achieve as high as their more affluent peers. They are less likely to achieve GCSEs, A-levels, apprenticeships and degrees, and these disadvantages will get passed down to the next generation and the next unless we look at reforming our education system to promote social mobility. We need to level up, as Boris would say. I'm here to argue that the superb education needed to help level up and expand opportunities for every child is not possible with an accountability measure such as the Ebacc, and that the current education system needs a rethink. Just as a quick reminder, here on the screen is what the Ebacc is. The Ebacc is a set of subjects at GCSE that keeps young people's options open for further study and future careers. The GCSE subjects that are measured by the Ebacc are English language and literature, maths, the sciences, geography or history, a language. Notice the lack of art subjects. Research shows that a pupil's socioeconomic background impacts the subjects they choose at GCSE and that this determines their opportunities beyond school. And whilst the intention of the Ebacc is to promote the study of a broad range of GCSE subjects, to prevent schools offering less challenging subjects and therefore promote greater social mobility, I am here to put forward the evidence that the lack of art subjects within the Ebacc is actually causing the opposite effect, reducing the opportunities for our young people and minimising the chances of social mobility. Narrowing the curriculum in such a way devalues the art subjects and has caused a dramatic decline in students taking these subjects at GCSE and subsequently A-level. Since the introduction of the Ebacc, schools have pulled all of their resources into the Ebacc and shoehorned students into taking subjects they have little interest in and will fail to succeed in, at the expense of non-Ebacc subjects such as drama, dance, media and music. On the government website, you make the statement, all pupils should have access to a quality arts education. Music, dance and drama build confidence and help children live happier, more enriched lives and discover the joy of expressing themselves. However, by encouraging schools to prioritise Ebacc subjects over the creative arts, all pupils will not have access to the arts, and only those that can afford to have lessons outside of school, the privileged and the elite, will reap the benefits, thus increasing inequality and decreasing opportunities for those from disadvantaged backgrounds. The benefits of these subjects you list on your website are all true: building confidence, living happier lives, enrichment, and joy of expression. But there are many other benefits from the study of arts that are being completely overlooked here, not only to our young people, but to our society as a whole and to our economy. The UK's creative industries contribute almost 13 million to the UK economy every hour. It is a sector which is growing more than 5 times faster than the national economy. Arts and culture contributed nearly £11 billion to our economy in 2018, and for every £1 invested, roughly £5 is paid in taxes. The risk at the moment is that if the non-Ebacc subjects carry on with their declining uptake, then the future of our creative industries and their contribution to our economy will be at stake. Aside from the direct result of nurturing our future creatives, the creative arts also help young people develop the skills set that employers are looking for in the workplace. The importance of transferable skills such as core literacies, self management, problem solving, working with others, critical thinking, and physicality is increasing across all sectors, and many of these skills are fostered through the study of arts. The projected top 15 skills needed for 2025 include creativity at number 5, along with emotional intelligence, resilience, flexibility, social skills, reasoning, and problem solving, all of which are naturally fostered through the study of art subjects. How can we equip our young people with these transferable skills needed for the future workforce if our education system is stuck in the last century? It is estimated that around 65% of children entering primary schools today will ultimately work in new job types and functions that currently don't yet exist. Again, how can we equip all of our young people with the transferable skills needed for the future workforce if our education system is so old fashioned? We need to reboot our educational system to help students develop their creativity, their imagination, and their future's literacy. I'm sure you'll remember this mistimed advert which created an uproar earlier this year, suggesting that Fatima, a ballerina, may have to change careers and enter the world of cyber. Well, I would like to argue that through the intense, rigorous, and challenged discipline of ballet, she will have embodied many transferable and enviable skills that will enable her to be flexible and resilient enough to change careers. You suggested Fatima should rethink, reskill, reboot, and I would like to suggest that the current government should themselves do the same. Rethink the Ebacc and place more importance on the arts. Reskill our young people with the skills needed for our future economy and reboot the education system. If for no other reason than for your future advertising campaigns.